everyone, and welcome to the final part of Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. Usually, I don't do talk segments anymore like these, but I felt it was a really special occasion because, well, not only is this going to be the last episode for my first playthrough ever on this channel, but also, this little segment also acts as a heads up because I kind of messed up the commentary for this video, like a lot. By that I mean like I lost 30 minutes of commentary, which is like the whole video almost, except the ending part. So yeah, so now I'm gonna have to make a whole new commentary with future me, which is who you're hearing right now, actually. Yep, it's me, future Jacster. So yeah, everything up to the ending will be me, future Jacster, and then the ending to this video will be past Jacster. So yeah, with that being said, enjoy this video. Hello, and welcome to what will be the final normal part of Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. Where we last left off, we did Orange Ocean, and now we shall do World 7, Rainbow Resort. But yeah, since unfortunately the recording kind of failed the first time, yeah, the music kind of decided not to work. But what I did say in this part was how much I liked the music for this level. But yeah, man, I can't believe I procrastinated this long in recording. And then of course, after I go to make the video, it completely just decides to fail on me. But yeah, can't believe it. Oh, and here I go for a trick shot with laser, and I lose the ability. But yeah, I didn't even know you could lose the laser projectile if you lost the laser ability halfway through. I thought it would go through the whole thing. Oh yeah, and there's also a hidden switch in this level. But you gotta go through these. You gotta go through this little block maze with Waddle Dees and enemies trying to hit you. But on the bright side, there's a little either it's called pep drink or energy elixir, depending on which game you're playing. But yeah, I think that restores 3 bars of health, I do believe. I don't know what I'm doing there, but yeah. But yeah, I still can't believe it. I still can't believe it took me this long to make the video finally. But yeah, mostly that can be attributed to like, you know, like I said in World 1, family stuff, and then there was also the Super Bowl. Yeah. And yeah. And yeah, about that Super Bowl, huh? Wow, like 20 something, like, I don't know, single digit number? Like, I saw the whole thing and I already forgot the scores, but I still can't believe the Seahawks won by that massive amount. Like, wow. Like, double digits, huh? Double digits to a single digit. And it was mostly just tackling too. Like, wow. Like, I still can't believe it that they won to that amount the way they did. Hmm. Man, it is so awkward without the music. Man, if only I did hit that switch on my microphone. But yeah. You know, I did I'm pretty sure past me will say this at the end of the video, but uh I I did say I was gonna do this all with a script or something at the end of the video, but you know what? I'm doing this completely on script. I'm completely not gonna do this with a script or anything. I'm winging it. I'm I I'm winging it. Wingaster. You know what? I'm just I'm saying whatever. So you know whatever just happens. You know. I guess it's the finale. This is officially the Anything Goes episode since my microphone failed the first time. So all the things that I wanted to talk about are now gone. Besides the Super Bowl, at least I got to talk about that just now. That was the one thing I wanted to check off my list. So, yeah, Super Bowl was kind of boring, basically. Yeah, one team got like a one-sided easy win, and the other team got like an easy lose. And you know that's all I'll say about that. Man, I am just man, past me is just taking like I'm just taking hits right there. Also, how fitting is it that since World 1 was pre-recorded, now technically the finale is too. Talk about a bookend, huh? And yeah, this level has a hidden switch. That was the solution right there. But yeah, uh, here's the hoping that the next playthrough or next Let's Play will not have a catastrophe this big. Such as lose. Oh, and here's what I think is the best part of this world, which is level 2. You know, you would have the wind howling in the background, and you have this easy route down here, which I am pointing to. Past me's pointing to. You got an easy route. There's no rewards on the easy route. Then you have the harder route on the top. Now, what makes this level so unique, you might be asking? Well, it's a mini boss rush. The vent allows you to the vent takes you to a harder route with harder bosses. And they also have a different color palette to signify that. Or it might just be straight up they just chose the harder bosses to put up here. Because I know the bottom ones are like the easier ones, I think. But yeah, usually this one's easy to breeze through if you keep the hammer ability. And then your reward is 5 1-ups. A 5-up, if you will. Then you take that warp star, and it takes you to the goal room, which is a sword knight with a maximum tomato and the goal. Just in case you're at low health like me. Then just like that, we have already reached the halfway mark of the world. Level 3. I don't know what I'm doing standing there. I think I was talking. And then here we go. Here's a room full of naughties. These guys give you the sleep ability. But since we have the better ability hammer, I'm just gonna blaze through that room. Then there's a bunch of Sir Kibbles and Brontoberts in this room. Brontobert. Yeah, I'm still sticking with hammer in this room. And then this room gives you an invincibility candy, which lets you run all the way through the room in a straight line. And also this room too, if you've blazed through that room. And you can also get this 1-up up here, but you'll have to free the shot Zoe to do it. And then there'll be a bunch of shot Zoes over here. These cannon dudes. Now you can choose between either 2 pep drinks, a tomato, or a 1-up. Now I went for the 1-up here because I'm already healed up. And then we move on to level 4. Where? I said where? We get the very special ball power. Well, I mean, kind of special. It's cool it's cool to me, I think. But yeah, we get the ball, we get the final level of ball. Look at that. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Oh, never mind, I didn't lose it. Oh, and here's a little technique to get the ball bouncing fast. You just go to those short roofs and then bounce it up and down really fast. And Bronto Burts again. The Burt room, or Bronto Burt room, or whatever. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what I have to say about these rooms. It's just a room filled with enemies of a specific type. Like this one is filled with the twirlers or whatever they're called. Oh, flamers. I forgot the name. But yeah, I remember now. It's flamer. But yeah, now we're in a unfriendly room with ball. And just like that, I lost it. And I almost fell down a pit again. Get past that room, and this room is kind of a strange one to me because you can go over here, get a 1-up, and there's like this part of Gordo's and stuff. Then there's this part over here which you have to go down, which will take you through this wind tunnel right here up to the goal. And like there's these breakable blocks that basically do nothing. They're just there to do stuff, I guess. And yeah, you can get chased by birds, I guess. So yeah, that room is a little strange to me for that reason. It seems to be a rather like a linear room that's kind of useless. Oh, is this the room I'm thinking? Is this the level I'm thinking of? I think this could be the level I'm thinking of. Is this the level I'm thinking of? Okay, never mind. That's the next level. Okay, so anyways, this is the second to last level, level 5. You get a bunch of crash abilities, which you can use in this room up here with Grand Wheelie. As you can see, I instantly lost. So now I gotta actually fight him fair and square. Without the one-hit move. Which arguably only takes out half his health. But that was probably the second time he took me down, I think, in this playthrough. I think. But yeah, then you go past all these wind tunnels that push you up and down. And then there's this room with different varieties of fire-based power-ups. Personally, I'm going to go for fire. That's the one that gets me past this puzzle. There's no hidden switch for doing this cannon puzzle, but if you do this puzzle just right, because there's a specific speed you got to do this at, but if you do this just right, I still didn't get it right there. Maybe third time's the charm? Oh, there we go. You get 5 more 1-ups. So, if I didn't lose my life at Grand Wheelie, I would have 15. And then, yeah. Then the goal. Okay, now here's the level I'm thinking of. Which will be which is like the ultimate if you know level. But basically, it's like a one big tribute level to Kirby's Dream Land on the Game Boy. The game that came before Adventure. But yeah, the first part of this level is green greens. And then you get taken through to a part of Castle Lololo. I can't believe I didn't notice this on the. Can't believe I didn't notice this the first time I played the game actually. And then this I think is Floaty Islands. It's called. I think. I could be wrong. Man, I should remember these level names by now because I've played Spring Breeze a ton in Superstar. Man, that's still an insanely close call I had just then. Then the cloud level. With all these Scarfies and Poppy Bros. And then you get to the final one, final part of the cloud level. And yeah, the final hidden switch of the game is in this room. And to get to it, you gotta get to the hidden room that is in this part of the original level, which is up at the moon. You enter the moon like a door, and you find the hidden switch. And there it is. The Warp Star Station, and along with it, the final secret. And there we go. That is every hidden switch found in this game. But we are not finished yet, because we still got one last guy to go. We got King DDD. King DDD. Ooh. And yeah, he fights pretty similarly to how he does in Dreamland, both like an enhanced moveset. Like he can now fly similarly to Kirby and stuff. But I kind of forgot about my own little rule I made up until I decided almost halfway through the fight him on the same rule I've been doing with every other boss. Yeah, this is roughly around the part where I remembered. And there we go. Not doing too good, not doing too good. Uh-oh. Having a bunch of close calls, Uh-oh. Who? And I lost to the trip. Gets you every time. And yeah, this is the part where I actually like start focusing. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how easy this became on the second try. Like, then he does his thing, boom, then bam, and then he floats up again. He slams down, then boom, bam, then he does it again, then boom, and he goes down. But actually, he's not the final boss. This is World 8, the Fountain of Dreams. No, 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 no. Get off me. Ooh. But yeah, this is the real final boss. Specifically, phase 1. This is Nightmare's power orb form. Basically, you gotta beat him before you hit the ground. So yeah, he attacks by firing particular complex patterns of stars and stuff. They start out simple, but then they start coming out more complex as the fight goes on. Like this one will go in a spiral pattern towards you. And then he fires shockwaves as well. And those are like his only 3 attacks. And yeah, there's a fight. Now, here is me showing off the time limit. So yeah, this is what happens if you wait too long. Yeah, that grass down there has collision and it can squish you. So yeah, you take the warp star and Kirby goes to the moon to chase Nightmare. Where? Uh-oh, the orb is not actually an orb. And then Nightmare gets Kirby's warp star. So this is actually Nightmare's wizard form. Or Nightmare Wizard. But yeah, he is actually a lot larger than he is in the original game, which makes him harder to dodge. But he is still just as easy to take down, as long as you remember the main thing to do, which is hit the weird tornado core that he has. And also, he's like really, really weak for some odd reason. I wonder if it's because of the star rod. But yeah, he attacks by throwing stars and tackling and like also that's about it. And he can also flip upside down and try to get you that way too. And just like that, Nightmare's been defeated. Uh, yeah, sorry about that. He's very, uh-oh. I think I hear past me coming in. Uh-oh, here he comes now. Gotta go. Well, look at that. We 100% completed the game. Except you probably won't hear me announce that from the previous part of the recording because, well, I just realized I forgot to hit the switch on the microphone. So, I lost all of my. So, as of now, on February 10th, all the riveting commentary I had related to all my riveting commentary about recent events and stuff, like, you know, the Super Bowl, is now lost media. Sadly, man, it was such good commentary too, because I had like a whole bunch of memes lined up and stuff. It was so frustrating to lose it all, and it could have been fixed if I switched the power switch on. Ah. But yeah, after a couple minutes of screaming into a pillow, you know, I think I'm a little calmed down now. You know, that is a problem for future me. You know, I think I have I it's just gonna have to come down to plan B, which is I'm gonna write up a script and then perhaps make another pre-recorded recording commentary over the footage of 30 minutes. And it'll have a similar topic. And yes, it'll still follow some of the same stuff, just so it can still have the same, just so it can still follow the same kind of relevancy if the date's still the same around the same day. I don't know. That is such a frustrating thing to have happen. Uh I lost 30 minutes of commentary because of not flipping the switch on my microphone. No wonder my microphone sounded so different on Audacity. Well, anyways, I bet future me right now will be doing a commentary over the 30 minutes right now. So, anyways, let's get back to it. Let's get to the ending. Normal, 100% complete. Now you can choose extra from the start game menu. And yeah, apparently that battle was so intense it made the moon explode. Or at least part of it. Our hero, Kirby, has fought bravely to recover the Star Rod. But King Dedede didn't mean any harm. He certainly wasn't trying to harm the Fountain of Dreams. It all began when Nightmare appeared in the fountain. Nightmare rode the currents of the Fountain of Dreams, wreaking havoc and tormenting the residents of Dreamland. When King Dedede hid the Star Rod, the power source of the Fountain of Dreams, he was actually hiding it safely away from Nightmare. Borrowing King Dedede's power, Kirby managed to defeat the Nightmare. Now that the Star Rod is returned to the fountain, everyone's dreams will return. So flop up your pillow and get ready for a good night's sleep. Yeah. But yeah, man, I cannot believe 30 minutes of my commentary became lost media. That is so frustrating. Man. Like, on one hand, I finished the video finally. But on the other hand, man, I lost 30 minutes of commentary. Because I forgot to flip the switch on my microphone. And the worst part of all is that I I I was I thought I was at my best on that commentary. So it's a dang shame that I forgot to flip the switch on. I thought I was in very tip-top shape. But yeah. That is Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. Normal mode. Yeah, there is an extra mode. But extra mode is basically just a harder version of the normal mode. All that's different is that you get half health. Perhaps when I revisit this game and hopefully when I have better recording knowledge, I will do extra mode and perhaps breeze through it a bit better. But yeah, man, that's so frustrating. But I guess that's just something for future Jake to figure out, future Jakester. Anyways, the end. Now you can play a new sub game, Boss Endurance. You know what? Why not? While I still have like 22 minutes of film left on my recorder, I will do Boss Endurance now. Just get that out of the way for the time being. Hero of lore. No way, like Kirby lore? Or something else. I don't know. Anyways. Here we go. Boss Endurance. Boss Endurance, the bosses are back. Kirby must face all 8 bosses, one at a time. Why? Who are you fighting for? Oh, Kirby, what will you do? But yeah, Boss Endurance, this is the boss rush that I mentioned a while back. But yeah, basically you start with normal Kirby, and that's it. You only get one shot to go through every boss at once with normal Kirby. You do For some bosses, though, because of the circumstances, you do get abilities from them. But you know what? Since I'm feeling very daring today, I'm gonna try and do this all through normal Kirby. Ah, dang it. There's my first hit. Made you think I was gonna use Crash, huh? Whew. What? How do those stars hit? Okay, but you do have to be high jump for this section. That I do know. Or else you get a guaranteed hit from Krako every time you try to fly up. So you gotta do high jump for the chase. Because he's only slightly faster. Okay, now I can do this. Then he swoops around. Then he swoops this way. Then he does that. Then I do this. Then he goes that way. Then he does that, and I do this. Then he goes that way with lightning. Man, he really likes to spawn in Starman right now. He's only been doing Starman and not Waddle Doos. That was the easiest Krako battle I've ever done in this game. Wow. And now for probably the boss that gives me such a hard time each and every time. Other than Meta Knight. A heavy mole. Even though he doesn't look anything like one. Just in name. Any second now. Man, it's a real fight of patience, huh? Oh boy. Come on. Okay, there we go. Oh, great. And that's where I always lose. I'm gonna try that again. My plan for filming boss endurance is that I might record a couple failed attempts, uh, of my attempts, and then I might I might just cut to the actual part where I actually get it. If it starts getting to be too much for the recording. But you'll still be able to see the whole thing though. Whoa! Oh! 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 Okay, actually, I'll give this one more try. I'll give this one more try. Then I might have to make boss endurance its own video because I'm starting to run out of recording. And you know, it was. Uh, no, I can't let my frustration of my lost commentary cloud me. I gotta finish the boss endurance. I can't let my frustrations cloud me. But yeah, I am kind of frustrated about that because you know, I even did a funny 1-2 oatmeal reference during the King DDD battle, and now it's gone. Gone like the wind. Because. All because I forgot to flip a simple switch. But it's a mistake, so it happens to all of us. Anyways, dang, I lost. Oh well, I think boss endurance might be best kept for a bonus video, anyways. So yeah, you know, the I gave it 3 tries, so you know what? I will see you all for the bonus video when I do boss endurance. So, see you guys then.